Alright, let's continue.
Ven. Ven, aquí. Ven. Ven.
Hello. Thanks for sharing your work.
Hey, what's up? Give me a second, sorry. Alright, let's start.
I was just disconnecting the Wi-Fi repeater because my dog likes to lay down right next to it, and I'm like probably not the best. Alright, so let's continue. Yesterday I placed some buildings and I started working on this swamp environment. So let's see what can we do today. Wanna push this a little bit. I was looking for some reference images, but I couldn't find any images that I really liked. So let's continue and see if we can come up with something cool. I would like to add some water in here. Let's make this smaller. Probably I think it's better to make this a river spline. Yeah, so let's go here and start flattening out this a little bit. Something like this.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Okay, let's get this flattened out a little bit. And see if we can get that water to the swamp from here. Somewhere around here. Okay, I'm gonna get the river spline. Oops. Something like this. Okay, I'm gonna get another river spline and try to get this here. Let's see if we can match it a little bit, cause okay, I'm gonna it only allows me to select one point at a time. So I'm going to delete all the points. Hey, how's it going? I can create a new spline, but I like it. I like to copy the one I had before, because when you drop this spline in the ground, it's kind of hard to tell what's the head and what's the tail. But now
What are you doing?
I get a better idea. I'm making a sci-fi environment. This is going to be a swamp. So I'm making a river. And sorry, my sister is calling me. And here I would love to have a little waterfall. Nothing too crazy. Sí, Sophie. Yeah, все.
Ти вже заплачу, ти молодець, подаємо.
А, окей, дякую вам. Можеш там поставити тут лісо.
Ну, бачиш?
Дуже гарно.
Думаю, що буде добре. Треба ціни подобрати в кульочку. Добре.
Дякую. Прекрасно.
Треба то все запакувати.
Окей.
Де цей? Софія, горішки дамо тобі. А?
Let's get this river spline here. I'm gonna drop the points with the end key, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to work with this. That will drop it on the landscape. And then we can modify a little bit the landscape, so it's hold Alt and drag to get a new point. And here I'm going to go to landscape, sculpt, shift, and try to start getting a little bit of this thing a little bit deeper. Oh, дякую, Софі.
Thanks.
Okay, let's get it a little bit deeper here. Nice. And that way we can get the river here. It will be nice to use some landscape patches for this. I keep saying that. I think I'm gonna get into landscape patches. That way we can modify whatever is underneath the spline. We can modify the landscape that is underneath the spline. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna again copy this one. Copy this one. Is my Control C not working? a little bit heavy, got stuck. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, still stuck, okay. Huh. Yep, also not expecting this to be super heavy. I'm just gonna close it because who knows how long it's gonna take to respond. Oh, okay. Well, this river is a little bit heavy. We need to be careful with it. Got some toasted nuts. Okay, opening the project. I like this, a lot of roots. I do have trees like this somewhere in my hard drive. It's funny how like my own YouTube video pops up in the Google search. This is very cool. So yeah, all these images have fog. They have this green tint. And there's a lot of like overhead stuff. Big roots, everything kind of like covering. You cannot see very far away. Mm-hmm. Very cool. I would like to do some construction like this right next to the river. That will be very interesting. Kind of cool. Willow trees, very cool. Alright, is this loaded already? Okay, let's see what happened. Well, I guess it didn't save anything. Anyways. We got some fog that is coming from this one. This one, okay. Let's edit that level instance. Get the exponential height fog from that, so it does not fight with the ultra dynamic sky exponential height fog. What's going on with my computer today? Damn. Okay. Yeah, we lost. We lost what we did. Okay, no problem. Need to save more often. Okay, we're gonna have this come here. To this side. Okay, then we're gonna have this come here. This one goes here. It can end in a little mini lake. This one comes here. And we're gonna have another little waterfall here. Very small waterfalls, because I don't want anything too crazy. The water that accumulates here also needs to go out somewhere, cannot just get stuck in here. And this river gets water from the mountains. somewhere around here. Maybe need to make like taller mountains. Makes more sense. Let's cut this out. Okay. This one comes here. Awesome. Messed up a little bit there. This one comes here. Nice. Trying to get the same height so the rivers can flow in here. Okay. Nope. This could probably end here. Loop. Okay, nice. You know what? Let's continue with the river system.
What auto material are you using?
Uh,
Did you make it yourself?
no,
Or is it MW?
Sci-Fi Jungle. The one that Epic Games gave away a couple of days ago. Right there. Could be nice to have some other level here.
AHH Cool THX.
Yeah, it's a very good landscape material, and it comes with a PCG graph. Absolutely worth it to download and study, break it down and see how it's set up. Very happy with this material. Mine is a little bit modified, but great starting. I mean, great asset to play with. Okay, cool. Let's try to get some rivers in here. This looks a little bit strange. Okay, let's see if I can bring my vision. I want rivers going in there, then I want little buildings in here, bridges. Let's delete those for now. make it a little bit lighter. So yeah, let's try to get this reverb. Okay, now it wants to, like, now it just copied it like immediately. For some reason it got stuck last time I did this. I can drop a fresh spline, but it's a little tricky, this spline, when it's just dropped in the level, like you don't know what's the head or the tail of it. A little confusing. It does have some text that tells you, but tried to use it and I was like, what? So I just copied the one I have. Yeah, working with splines is pretty funny. Oh, it's starting to rain. Awesome. Perfect for this working in the swamp. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go end key on the points, so it drops it on the floor. And then we're gonna readjust a little bit. Yeah, landscape patches, that's what I need for this. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I forgot how difficult it is to work with splines. Jesus Christ. Oh. I want the blueprint. Give me the blueprint. Oh. Good job. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna continue from here. All right, finally moving. Okay, let's get this. Clean up the PCG.
What are you trying to make?
I'm making a swamp environment.
What are you trying to make?
I had this issue before where I had the old PCG I see there's another spline here. This river one is there might be a stamp, PCG stamp. All right. Well. Need to grab the blueprint itself. I think that happened because I duplicated the spline inside the blueprint. It was creating two PCG graphs, spawning based on two splines. That's the problem with these blueprints. Like, you need to be careful what you duplicate, what you select. Okay, cool. I think we got it. I'm just gonna be very rough with this because I wanna make sure that it's working before starting to place it nicely. There you go. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Sweet, okay. This one comes around here. Nice, okay. So we need another little piece of river here. Gonna select it. Be careful. Select the river. There you go. Pivot point needs to be out of the spline. We don't wanna. Jesus Christ, this is so difficult to work with. Alright, so we got water here, here, here. Okay, let's do this other side and see how it looks. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, once you get warmed up, you really go way faster. Nope, I'm still selecting the spline. That's the tricky part about it. You think you're selecting the blueprint? Nope, you're selecting a spline point, and then you copy that spline point, and that causes problems because you are duplicating the spline and not the blueprint, and things get very messy. So it's always important to check where the pivot point is. All right, we need 1, 2, 3 more, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's get a short one, which is like maybe this. Somewhere here it's gonna be cool. I'm not gonna even give it too much. And let's just continue this one. Okay, then we need one more here, so I'm gonna get maybe this one. It's a little short. Here is nice. Okay. Okay, we need 1, 2, 3 more. Okay, great. Let's get something. This one is perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay, another one like this, and we are good to go. Is my control C, is my like control key bad or something? Like, I wanna like copy this thing. Some of why some of them take so long, the other ones are instant. I don't know. Damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is super hardcore. More elevation, roots, that's what we need. At least this spline is better than this river spline is better than the last one I worked with. That one, oof, just didn't want to move. Are we back? Yes. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, let's see. Did we lose progress? Nope, I think we're cool. Yep, just need to do this little piece right here. Alright, we got it, we got it. River 4. Control C. You can do it. Perfect. You see, this one was instant. We did lose one, I guess. No problem. River 12. Okay, let's go with River 13 and 14 and we are done. Perfect. Okay, one more. Little river. Blending these rivers is going to be very tough. We need some rocks and stuff to blend them very nicely. And we are finished. Awesome. So I want to get some water and put it here. At the end of these little things. I might plug in my other keyboard. I think this one is messing with me a little bit. The control key might not be working. I kinda need to press it very hard. Doesn't wanna work. Okay, wait. Control C. Or is the C key that is not one? It's not working properly. Something's bugging out with the Control C. Damn it. Let me get my other keyboard. Yay! It's funny. Have a little keyboard just to be able to go Control C and Control V. Now it works. Yes, this dumb keyboard, very old keyboard. It's been actually. Been here for a very long time. It bugs the whole fucking scene and everything. There's something very wrong with this keyboard. Huh. Very funny. Yep, you see how it freezes on Unreal? I guess the C key it's stuck, so Unreal goes Control C C C C C C C, and then just bugs out the program. Yep, that makes sense. This dumb keyboard has been messing with me. Oh my god. And I think I froze the program again. Yep. Everything because of this keyboard. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to close the editor again. Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Not a smooth stream today. Okay. Very sure I had another keyboard somewhere, because I do like the bigger ones that have like the numbers and stuff. Yeah, the super old school ones. Let's change it up, because this one it's just not letting me work. Oh, damn it. My hard drive just fell. Oh, man. It's a solid state hard drive. Hopefully it doesn't do any damage to my files. This one, you're not gonna use it anymore. Okay, this one is missing a little thing here. I'm gonna get it from the other one. Cool. Nice. Clean up keyboard. This one does not have any soda or orange juice spilled on it. Nice. Okay, let's see if it works. Control C, Control V. Hey, it works, yay. Yeah, I mean, the other one was just too beaten up. And I believe there's something wrong with this water or stuff. Yeah. Just taking forever. We might not need this here. Okay. Whew, okay, we got it. Also, we need another one here. I'm just gonna save every change I make because this water is just kind of heavy. Nice. Cool. So now let's get the rest. Do I have waterfalls here? Who knows? Don't really want to use the water flux stuff for now. I'm super sure I had some. I had some waterfalls somewhere. Oh, okay. Was this pack the one? That came with waterfalls? Can't remember which one was it. I'm not gonna look for it right now. This is the proper way to do it, but it needs to get baked. Wow, this Unreal Engine 4 Mani, it's yeah. Mm, don't really want to deal with this right now. Well, that's probably the way to do it. Bake it so it's always repeating the same waterfall animation over and over. Okay, let's continue with the other one.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, because I'm on the blockout stage, I shouldn't be worrying a lot about this for now. So let's get the rivers going. Oh. My PC is a little slow today. Maybe the scene is getting heavier. Maybe it's the water that is too heavy. Probably. Okay. Let's get this somewhere here. Okay. Very cool. Nice. Okay, cool. Where's the water? Oh, there's no river in there. It should. Okay, the spline is too low. Okay, kind of cool. Damn, what is going on? Why is it super heavy? Nice, okay. What are we going to do with this area? Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay, I want to see the player scale and see how it takes forever to save. What's wrong with this? Okay, it took me an hour to do this, around an hour. Damn it. Yeah, the swamp is going to be challenging for sure. Too much stuff going on. Are these rivers part of the swamp data layer? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Maybe water flux is gonna be better for this. Does take a long time to play. Okay. I should have seen that before. The level of the water, it's way too low. And because of the PCG recalculating. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna probably do it one by one. which is good because makes this thing less deep.
And again you called it water flux instead of fluid flux. Laughing face.
Hey, Sherry. Alright, I think we got everything to the same height. Almost. Nice. Okay. Okay, now I want to...
And check quadruple. Happy face.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be a lot of work. To get this one looking nice. Okay, I don't want this to be too deep, so I'm gonna try to pick it up from here. On this one, that's what I want. Yeah. Don't want this to be a cliff. I want it to be more like a shore. Yeah, just cut it up. Something like this. Yep, that's kind of cool. So it's actually a little bit more walkable, because it was too vertical. Okay, finally cooking. Yep. Get rid of that super vertical cliff. Let's make it a little bit more. I knew this was going to be a pain, but might as well just do it now. So what buildings are we gonna have here? It's gonna be interesting. What creatures are going to be living here?
Inverse kinematics are Hazel. Happy face.
Yeah, you should build yourself a master project. So you don't need to redo those things over and over. That's kind of what I'm doing with this. Kind of like gonna build myself a master project with all the character locomotion I want and everything I need. So then if I want to do another project, I can just use this one as a base. The same with the landscape material. I already found the...
That's what I am doing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The same with the landscape material. I think I'm just gonna keep using this one, just changing the textures and so on. The PCG graph also, like, amazing. Just gonna really dominate this one. I mean, like, learn this one very nicely. And that way we will be able to just speed up a lot of the process. Even want to get some, also want to get some logic of from the ECRPG project a little bit in the future, after I get the locomotion working and all the other stuff. I like the gardening stuff from that that game. I mean that template. Oh yeah, that looks way more natural. Kind of cool, nice shapes. Yeah, let's get the sculpting brush and doesn't need to be, yeah. Oh, finally enjoying the process. Those blinds got me stressed out. Shallow waters. All right. What's happening? Okay. Super awesome. Okay, hopefully this is gonna make it way more accessible. Wow, it's starting to look pretty interesting. It rains a lot, so it makes sense that it's eroded.
I came to ask you about AutoMat. Can you reply again faced with tears of joy?
Yeah, the material I'm using, it comes from the Sci-Fi Jungle asset pack that Epic Games gave away a couple of days ago, maybe a couple of weeks. So if you are downloading the free asset packs that Epic Games gives away every two weeks, you should have it on your library. It's from KK Design. Mine is a little bit modified, but you should get a very cool landscape, auto material, and a PCG graph. Super awesome asset pack.
Nice. Good, it works. For what rupees?
yeah, finally having some fun with this. I was struggling with the
I got it but not used. The landscape has its layered grass type meshes for you filtered according to layers in PCG.
it has a grass type foliage, and it has a PCG landscape layer, that a PCG that is built on the landscape layers, so you have both. It's super awesome. It comes with the river spline that I'm using right now, which spawns little rocks on the shore, so it's super awesome. Oh, I like this. Shape right
I
there.
wonder why everyone is typing at the vertical screen when you can see so much more on the horizontal screen. Laughing face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people don't know that there's a horizontal. If anybody wants to join the horizontal, there is a horizontal stream on YouTube as well. So you can see the whole process a little bit nicer. Finally cooking, finally cooking.
You just need a bot to tell everyone there is a horizontal stream about every 60 minutes.
That's a good idea. Sending a text. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, looking nice, looking nice. It's taking forever to save. Why is it? Okay. Let's give it a little bit more of work, and then we can probably start placing some cool buildings and stuff. Wanna see how this comes to life.
Thank mate you saved me with screen view face with tears of joy.
Yeah, I had this comment a couple of days ago, like, dude, you are kind of crazy. How are you streaming on real on vertical format? And I was like, here's the link to the horizontal. Oh no.
Horizontal looks so much nicer. Laughing face.
Yeah. I'm going to basically make a plane, huge plane, so I can align all these spline points, because it's gonna be messy. Yep, let's just do it now, because it's gonna be a mess if we don't do it. It's taking forever to save. What's wrong? Is my hard drive too full? Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. Gonna get all the PCG river.
You made splines one by one, or duplicated.
Duplicated, but almost one by one. Okay, this is gonna be the river. Now we're gonna do this. Look at this, looks so nice. Okay, what we're gonna do is a big plane. Because we do want to line all of this properly. Water is supposed to be flat and have the same water level. Very strange for the river to go up and down. It happens when the water rises on some points and goes lower in some others, when you have stones and stuff like that, or you have like pools that fill up and they go from up to down, which is kind of cool. But making that, it's gonna require a lot of work. So for now, let's keep it flat. Okay, I just want to make this plane big, like super big. Super big. Okay, now after that I just need to come here and start. Oh, this is in Spanish, Jesus. Oh, I got a Spanish keyboard. Oh no. Oh no. It says fin, not end. That's strange. I've been using my English keyboard for so long. So yeah, let's just drop all of it. To the ground with the N key. That way I'm sure that this is gonna be flat. What the hell happened here? Hey.
WTF, I just searched 2 mellow now.
What is going on here? Okay. So let's get all these spline points down and down and down.
Does the river make a waterfall?
No. The waterfall we will need to make using planes, or I don't really want to use fluid flux for this project, but we might need to. That's probably gonna be one of the best solutions, but
Why do you make manually? You can click and select all.
all points? No, you can't.
From Outliner. I
Re-
thought it will make waterfall if it was above a water body. Have you tried?
If I select the blueprint, it does not fall. I need to do it point by point, and you cannot select multiple spline points at the same time. If you know a better way, I would love to know, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Why is this being it twisted? It gets twisted like that. Okay. Because what I'm dropping down is each individual point of the spline, not the pivot point of the blueprint. Okay, this one is rebelling, so let's delete it. If you do double end, it goes down to the lower to the next lower area.
Select the spline component in the details panel of that blueprint unit and select all points from the spline component.
Let's try that out. Select all spline points, drop. Is it flat? Nice. Let's try it again. Nice. Yes, it works. Thank you. Okay, so now that we got that, we're gonna get this height, which is this, and now we're gonna drop.
You are welcome.
Appreciate it. Now let's get all of these splines, all these river blueprints, and drop them to that vertical location. Okay, maybe not. Maybe their pivot point is not in the same place, so let's just do it manually. So we don't mess that verticality. Yay! I believe they're all aligned now. Yep. Okay, now we can actually work.
The 0 point in vertical line thing, that's why I decreased from the ground.
Decrease from the ground. Huh. But I think we got it. Super awesome. Appreciate that trick. Hey, now the river is gonna look super cool. Let me just hide a little bit the trees. Wow, it's taking so long to save. That's not a good sign.
I spent 1 month for retreats while studying Faced with Tears of Joy. I am now writing scenario of the game.
Oh, nice. What kind of game you making? I think my brush needs to be a little stronger.
MMORPG really huge one.
Nice.
Of course I need a good one to get investment Faced with Tears of Joy.
Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna make a Kickstarter or something like that. Okay, let's kick this in a little bit faster. Nice. Okay. At least we know that the water is flat at the same level now.
I haven't got yet that part. I am looking forward to get my millions 5 years later faced with tears of joy.
Yeah, making money with video games. It's like going to a casino. Chances are very slim. Very slim. But there is a possibility. Okay, let's see. Damn, this is hard, I'm not gonna lie. Getting this river to make sense. Okay, just a little bit more and I will continue with the rest. Just enough so I can get an idea of how this could look like. Alright, let's get it. I'm just cutting out the river here, like, well, there's no waterfall yet, so... Okay, let's get it here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I had the right height. Yeah, I had the right height. It's just that yep, not gonna, just gonna move it on that axis. That's not what I'm trying to move. Nope, I don't wanna move the spline. I wanna move this one. It's funny how you keep selecting the spline point where you select another actor. Super weird. Erosion. All right. Whew. Still very vertical, like very vertical. It's like almost like a cliff. The problem with this river is that it comes out of the sewer from the desert, which kind of doesn't make sense that it comes actually from a sewer. It comes right here from these sewers, and this dictated the height of the river, of the initial river, so that's why it got so deep into the landscape. Yeah, and now I'm having that issue where like it does feel like a cliff, and I don't really want it to be super high like this, but that gives me possibilities.
What do you aim at?
The name of this game is called Cywars. Making a little game.
It is not Minecraft.
No. This is Unreal Engine. It's a program to create video games.
Right now it looks more like Minecraft. Laughing face.
Spline Simulator. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Just a little bit more. And let's see what can we do with this. just need to work on this area a little bit. And we're almost done. I lost the thing I had there. Erosion. Very heavy with erosion right here. Just very heavy cut in there. Then little flattened. Then sculpt. Then erosion with a smaller brush. Okay, cool. Nope. Okay, that's it. And that was the budget for the river. The budget is gone. So let's continue with something else. Cool. Okay. It's kind of nice, this second level around it. I like this. Yeah, landscape, you need to be careful, because if you stay too long in the landscape, you can like go for hours here.
I've been using Unreal Engine for 5 years. How long have you been using it? And do you make things like this professionally or just as a hobby?
I work rendering cars in Unreal. And I do freelance as well. 3D models, world building, stuff like that. Texturing. Okay, cool. So now let's get into the fun stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. Very cool stuff. Yes, I like stuff like this. On the edges. Well, gonna give him a like and a follow.
Very cool. I am making a vehicle game with racing and combat, and your video caught my eye as I am also currently working on a desert themed battle map.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's think about this. Let's see what can we do here. Because we do have the Gaia buildings, which I'm not sure about. Let's look at them for a second. And we also have the wooden stuff. We can probably build some cool structures. I do want to change the textures of this. It doesn't really feel like this one kinda does. This building kinda does. It has that kinda structure. It's the only one that might work for what I have in mind. Let's try it out. What happens it comes out like this. It does look like the mouth of some kind of like creature.
Those assets are giving us bugs.
Mist. 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 Hey, I think a friend of mine. Huh. Yeah, I think a friend of mine actually talked about this game. It's like a puzzle game. That's kind of cool. Let's just block this out super quickly and see if it works. Then we can give it some love. For now, I just want to make sure it looks interesting.
This is the old point and click game.
Yeah, like a lot of puzzles and like mystery and okay, finally we are cooking. 5 hours later. We probably need to construct something, because
Some of your other assets remind me of the deserts in Star Wars.
yeah, I have a desert environment and a Okay, last time I loaded this, my engine crashed, but let's see. Yeah, this desert is totally Star Wars inspired, Mandalorian inspired. I do like that a lot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the map is getting heavier and heavier every time. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn
I
it.
remember your D3D crashing yesterday.
Yeah, no more desert town for now. The desert town and the swamp, they don't. My computer cannot handle that together. Ah, Jesus. Well, that's part of it. You cannot make a huge world and just have it all loaded. It's just very dense. Like, I'm making something very dense. And this desert town has like very big textures, a lot of Megascan stuff. Everything is 2K, but some of them are. I have a couple of 4K textures, and yeah, fuck, yeah, damn it. Okay, I'll be right back.
Here is about a 20-second delay from chat. Oops, sorry. Don't let me derail your focus. Sorry. Lights, you should reduce the texture resolutions. Laughing face. Ouch. Never remove your graphics card during level loading. Happy face. Seriously, Why does Unreal even consider a graphics card being removed during usage? Laughing face.
Ale salta nема работа. Але будут летети.
All right. Okay, yeah, we have the same issue. So when you're having this problem, this is kind of ridiculous solution, but what I do is just open another project and just hide the viewport.
Not so alright.
Yeah. I wanted to show my desert town.
That's Unreal Engine saying we ran out of virtual memory. You can try increasing page filing size in Windows and make sure the GPU has 12 GB.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good, also like a good kind of like ceiling for me not to go too crazy.
My GPU has 24 GB and still runs out of memory. Laughing face.
So what I do is just close the viewport,
Fries.
save.
Without the GPU RAM even being used.
Yeah, I've used very strong computers, and it's not gonna save you. You need to know what you're doing. So having a 3080, I think it's absolutely awesome. So once you close your viewport, Unreal cannot actually crash because it's not loading, it's not rendering anything. So it's a good little trick if you need to turn off some stuff in your data layers and stuff. Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's getting heavy. Yeah, the map is getting heavy. Yeah, I cannot load the desert town.
Even a 3090 Ti won't save you.
Not even a 6000. Oh. Ha, Unreal, you cannot crash because you don't have a viewport. I got you now.
I am beginning to call Unreal shovelware. It shovels memory to locations where it is not needed. Happy face.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. No. Oh god. That's what happens for making fun of it. Okay, give me 1 second.
Let me guess you saved the map while all regions were loaded at once. Luckily for me, my game only needs small maps.
Yeah, data layers, I think they don't get saved. You kind of like activate them because it crashed last time. I couldn't even save. So yeah, okay, now we just have one. Oh, what the hell? It's just a desert town. Are you kidding me? Like, dude. Damn. No, there's something wrong going on.
Never close and save the map while all regions are loaded in world partition.
Yeah, I'm using data layers. Besides world partition, I'm using data layers. So all my data layers are deactivated. But
Wait a second, I have some kind of registry fix for that problem.
I have a lot of stuff that is not inside any data layers, and that's too heavy. I got this bunch of creatures yesterday, and I started having a lot of crashes because these creatures have 4K textures.
It's a graphics driver issue.
It started yesterday. So I think I know what it is. I'm gonna make a data layer from all these creatures that I imported. I'm gonna hide them, unload them, and we should be good. Let's unload the desert town. Everything is unloaded. Everything inside the data layers. So now, yeah, these creatures are too high. Have very high textures, perfect for cinematics, but not for a game. Also, these PCG graphs are super heavy. There's a lot of stuff I need to deal with. Let's get that before it crashes again. Okay, so let's deal with this. Okay, first of all, let me just delete this. We don't need those.
All regions first. Then save.
Oh my god. And I'm using data layers, Sherry. The only thing that is loaded in the regions is the landscape. That's the only thing that is being loaded. Everything else is loaded through through data layers. So unloading the regions, it won't change much. what I need to do is get rid of this 4K creatures.
I sent you something in Discord. It might solve your problem if you are using an NVIDIA card.
Let me first optimize what I think I did wrong yesterday, and then let's see if that brings things to normal. Okay, data layers. Let's call this creature. Okay, now we're gonna get the other ones, the super cool creatures I got. And there should be a worm somewhere right there.
Restart my PC. Landing base.
Let's add them here, blip, and then goodbye. So we got rid of that bunch of super heavy stuff. Cool. Now it's hidden. Now let's get these other things also in a data layer, which is gonna be named modular sci-fi. Oh, this Spanish keyboard, no. Modular sci-fi prefabs, something like that. Okay, cool. Right here, I'm gonna blip, 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 blip. Nice, and I'm gonna add it there. Blip, 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 boop, and then height, and then we're gonna get the PCG graph that also is super heavy. This is going to go into there. Blip. Now hide it. Gone. Save. Save. Now I think it feels way better. Oh yeah. Oh, my computer's like, yeah, finally, yeah. Let's see loading times. Oh, I missed some creatures. I got some more creatures. Still taking a little bit too long to play for the map to be almost empty. Damn, still taking a long time. Dumbass mantle mechanic that, Jesus Christ, this is that one is gonna get fixed very soon. This creature, the turtle, what do I wanna have? It will be super cool to mount this creature. Okay, let's get this one. This one is gonna get a little retexture to get some sand on top. This goes to creatures. Gone. These characters pretty light. Again, let's just push them in there. Nice. And you know what? Also, let's get all the PCG as well, like into that nature layer, into that PCG layer. Yep. So we don't have to deal with this bunch of stuff. Just to free up some memory. And let's be more organized and just create a data layer for the desert, which is gonna be gone. Clean. Okay, now if my computer crashes after loading the desert town, we know there's something very wrong here. Because there's nothing here, like... Okay. There you go. There you go. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. You have nothing else to load. Come on. Yay, the desert town. I got a bunch of cables and a bunch of cool stuff for this. Yay. Really gonna sit down and get this. Also, yep. I keep forgetting data layers. You need to activate them if you want to actually see them in playtime. If not, they're gonna go invisible. Yes, let's go. Boom, 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 boom.